everyone, I'm Rochelle Leah. Welcome to another episode of UFC All Access. We're in Minnesota with one of the UFC's world champions who's been kind enough to grant us all access to one of the most unique and intense training regimens we have ever seen on this show. This show is going to be a little different. No glitz, no glamour. This is pure hardcore training because that is all this guy does. Let's go see if he's up. They're up. Hey, Sean, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Good, thanks for having us.
You bet.
Who's this guy?
Well, this is Tegan.
Hi, Tegan.
And there's Kyler.
Hi, Kyler. And you, of course, are Sean Sherk, our lightweight world champion. This is UFC All Access. Fast hands, lightning-quick takedowns, a feared ground and pound attack, and limitless cardio, Sean the Muscle Shark Sherk, king of the lightweight division, possesses a relentless attacking style. A professional fighter for 8 years, in 2006, Sean solidified his place in history by becoming only the second UFC lightweight champion ever. Get ready as Sean prepares to defend his title against Hermes Franca on July 7th at UFC 73. He is arguably the hardest training athlete in the world. What he goes through has to be seen to be believed. So join us as Sean Sherk grants us all access. Brought to you by Mickey's.
This is my wife, Heather.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
Good, how are you?
It's nice to meet you.
He's hungry. He needs food.
I get him.
All right, so tell us, what is a typical morning in the Sherk household?
Typical morning is basically just like any other morning for a father. You know, I get up, brush my teeth, get my kids out of bed, change their diapers, feed them, feed myself.
You've got a huge basket full of vitamins, supplements?
Yeah. This is these are all my supplements I take.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's about 22 different supplements, and I take about 3 times a day.
Is this your son's baby food? Do they need that?
No, actually, it's mine. I eat sweet potatoes. It's real clean, real good source of energy.
We've never seen that on this show. You eat baby food.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's healthy.
So you pack your lunch every single day?
Yeah, I pack a lunch every day, and there's a grocery store near the gym, or an organic grocery store that I'm going to take you to today.
Oh, great. I look forward to it.
All right. We're going to the gym now.
So where are we right now?
Well, this is the Minnesota Martial Arts Academy. This is where I do all my training. So today we're going to grapple.
We're at the Minnesota Martial Arts Academy. Today, Sean's beginning his workout with some grappling. Now he does 9 5-minute rounds with 45-second rests. That's a total of 45 minutes of live grappling. UFC championship fight is 5 rounds, 25 minutes long. Makes it seem like nothing compared to this. And that's the point.
I usually have 4 or 5 different guys who rotate in on me. So I've always got a new guy on me who's pushing me. That helps with my cardio.
So we want. Right now we're going to do focus mitts. We're going to do 5 5-minute rounds, punching, kicking, knees.
I work my focus mitts, my Thai pads 3 times a week. I do 5 5-minute rounds, and the goal is you want everything to be sharp and crisp. You want to get your timing down. You want to get your combinations down.
Sean is so easy to train because he's so motivated and disciplined. You come in, you say, okay, today we're going to grapple for 40 minutes, and then you're going to hit mitts, and then you're going to do this or that, and he's right on. It's a coach's dream to have a guy like Sean.
I train as hard as I do because I don't ever want to get tired in a fight. I've had maybe 2 fights where I've gotten tired. I didn't like the way it felt, so I train as hard as I can so I can burn my opponents out of gas. I'll never get tired. I can go 110 miles an hour for 5 5-minute rounds.
Sean is an extremely intense athlete. Not only, physically intense, but mentally intense. He really analyzes everything he has to do. He looks at the fighters that he's going to fight, and then we create an entire, workout around that fighter.
I try to prepare myself the best I can, assuming that anything can happen. The harder I train, the easier the fight is. So that's why I like to push myself so hard in the gym, because it just makes it that much easier come showtime.
Get ready to watch the most incredible training regimen you've ever seen. Next on UFC All Access. We're back to UFC All Access, brought to you by Mickey's. We're hanging with the Muscle Shark. Right now, Sean's getting ready to do some conditioning. This is Scott, his conditioning coach. What are you doing in here today? This is the most interesting gym I've seen yet.
We're going to do what's called caveman training. It's flipping tires, hitting things with sledgehammers, climbing on cables, pulling on ropes, all kinds of interesting stuff. We try to mimic what he needs to be doing during the fight, and all these different training modes we employ to be able to try to accomplish that goal.
Interesting. We've never seen anything like this before, so this should be an interesting workout.
Should be.
Let's get to it.
Started with tire flips. It's a 250-pound tire that he was flipping repeatedly over and over again.
The tires, I find it helps me mostly with my explosiveness, shooting in on somebody, and my goal is when I shoot a takedown, I'm going to shoot through them. I'm not going to shoot to where they're standing or sitting or whatever. I'm going to shoot right through them to wherever the cage is.
Switch it up! After a minute, he went to the cable crawls, which is a cable suspended 8 foot off the ground, just working on, his functional strength for his guard.
The cable climb was probably for me the most difficult one. You're using your arms, you're using your grip, using your back, your shoulders, your legs. So it's like another exercise that uses your full body in a different manner as the first.
A minute of that went by, then goes to the chop station. On the sledge. He swings a 16-pound sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer is good for core strengthening, good for power, like punching. The goal is to hit it as many times as I can in 60 seconds.
After the chop station, he goes to the accelerator cables, the bear crawls.
The bear crawl pretty much works the whole body. I feel it mostly in my legs. It's good for explosive, and it's good for power and drive.
At the end of the first round, we did the rope pulls on the ground. That again works his pulling muscles, works on pulling people close towards him, and he pulls himself to lengthen the floor. On your feet, pick it up, sprint to the end, do it again.
That first round, I was just kind of getting warmed up. I think I got my heart rate up to about 173, so that's a good warm-up pace. My goal with my heart rate is get it up to 185 and keep it there.
30 seconds, you're on the bike. Round 2 starts. We do 2 minutes of hard cardio on the Airdyne bike at a certain RPM. 30 seconds left. Come on. After 2 minutes, we do what's called gorilla drills, which is a scramble drill. That's where we put 3 dummies face together, and they scramble over them laterally. Let's go, Sean, catch them. Change!
It's a 30-second sprint as fast as we can. Go straight to the UBE machine, 2 minutes on the UBE.
Switch. Time.
Then we go back to the gorilla drills again for another 30 seconds. So it's a fast-paced round. It's mostly geared on the conditioning.
Time. 1 minute break. Where's your heart rate at? 180. 3 more, right? Round 3, that's the round that I usually change things up a little bit. We want to do some strengthening. Obviously, we're doing strengthening for everything, but this is more specific strengthening.
The medicine ball, that's core strength. Swinging the ball back and forth, left and right. It's good for your trunk. Also, I can feel it in my arms and my back.
Time. He goes to the mount punches, where he's got a dummy that he's in a mount position, hitting it repeatedly with resistance bands attached to each arm. Time. The third exercise we did today was a plyometric push-up, where he pushes back and forth. And then the fourth station is the ab roller, which is a complete torso. It stretches the rib cage, compacts the muscles in the torso again. And then that's just repeated for the full 5-minute round. The fourth round is then the same as the first round. Drive with them feet. The fifth round is then the same as the second round. Good cadence right there.
The harder he pushes me in here, the better I perform when I fight. My goal is real simple. I don't ever want to get tired. I want to be able to fight 110 miles an hour for 25 minutes and not even be breathing heavy after the fight. So there's only one way to accomplish that. There's no substitute for hard work.
Are you serious? That was insane. I have never seen anything like that at all before on this show.
Yeah, it's a combination of strength, explosion, and conditioning for 25 minutes straight.
Well, it was sick. You must be exhausted right now. You probably want a break.
Actually, I feel pretty good. I'm ready for another round. You ready?
You crazy? I'm tired watching that thing. I need a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more UFC All Access. You're watching UFC All Access, brought to you by Mickey's. We're back in Minneapolis with UFC lightweight champion Sean Sherk. You know, Sean might be an intimidating presence in the gym or in the octagon, but I found out that in Minnesota, people love him.
Coming up here on WCCO, he is a world champion, and he's from Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Muscle Shark, as he is known, Sean Sherk.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Not only is Sean a phenomenal athlete, great fighter, and deserving champion, but he is truly a great ambassador of the sport.
It's based on technique, game plan. You watch a lot of videos, study your opponents, break everything down. It's a professional sport, and I love it. Everything about it. I love the training. I love the dieting. I love the feeling that I feel when I step into the octagon. The cage door closes behind you, and you know there's 4 or 5 million people around the world watching you. There's cameras and lights, and I mean it's a great feeling. It's like a modern day gladiator. So I've been around for a long time, and this is my calling.
Back to Minnesota martial arts, where Sean went to work on his striking.
Twice a week, I'll come in and I'll do my striking with takedowns. You work your hands, you work your doubles, work your singles.
Combination takedowns. We'll do that for anywhere from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rounds. If he feels like he has it in him, we'll just keep going.
It's like a full body workout because you're punching and you're shooting consistently for 45 minutes straight.
We work in stuff that deals with his speed, his ability to, switch from hitting with his hands to his knees. He has so many gifts that he's got such an arsenal to work with. Sean is easily one of the most disciplined athletes that you'll find out there. His food, everything, he has it each in little Tupperware containers, exactly how much he's going to eat, when he's going to eat it.
We got some walleye, some fish, T-bone steak, and some broccoli. This is a good after training meal. Get some energy back in me so I can recover for the next workout.
I usually eat about 5 or 6 times a day. I like to eat every 2 hours to keep constant energy in my body.
This is called hemp bread. This bread's got so many vitamins and nutrients. It's like a multivitamin, and it's got 14 grams of protein. It doesn't taste good by any means.
Well, most of the food I eat doesn't taste good, but I don't eat for taste. I eat for performance.
Once you can get by the fact that it's baby food, it just tastes like a sweet potato. Good stuff. I eat clean, I train hard, because that's what has to be done.
Sean's moving on to his weightlifting routine right now. Unlike some of his other workouts, which were more fight conditioning and technique, this is pure strength and power.
It's one thing to have power. You can be strong, but the big strong guys, they get tired fast. For me, I want to be big and strong, and I want to have a lot of muscle endurance. I want to be just as strong in the first round as I am in the 5th. I've literally spent probably 75% of my life in a gym, training, lifting weights. My whole life's been revolved around that, so that's really all I know how to do. So putting me through a workout it's just another day for me. I hate to lose. I really, really hate to lose. The harder I train, the more I win.
We're going to take a quick break. When we return, Sean's going for a run up this monster. We'll be right back with more UFC All Access, brought to you by Mickey's. All Access with Sean Sherk. This workout seriously blew my mind. These stairs are something you would see straight out of a horror movie.
Everything's going to work your conditioning and your body different. And the goal is to find as many different ways to work your body and condition it as possible. Because when you're fighting, you're using every piece of power that you have. So you want to work all that stuff as much as you can in your training and try to mimic a fight as much as possible.
The stairs are 16 flights, 13 steps each, so probably the equivalent of about 16 stories. 16 stories 8 times, you're looking at about 120, 128 stories. In Minneapolis terms, that's the equivalent of running the IDS stairs probably twice.
My game plan is no break. I run up to the top, takes me 42 seconds to the top. I sprint up, run down, takes me a minute down. I get to the bottom, I do 40 pulls with my pulley, and I do 20 curls during my break. I don't want to give my body a rest. I just want to give my legs a rest so I can go up and down the flight of steps again.
Sometimes you carry dumbbells up them 4 times, sprints them 4 times. Other times he'll sprint all 8. Sometimes he'll run alongside of them up the dirt hill 4 or 5 times.
I climb the hill because there's no footing there. You have to use your hands and your legs. You got to pull with your hands, push with your legs. So it's like a full body workout. You got to watch your footing because it's real slippery. It's hard. I mean, I get my heart rate up real high running that hill or crawling up the hill, whatever you want to call it. Feel good.
He's crazy.
So after his crazy workout, we stopped at that organic grocery store he told me he would take me to.
So, we're at the Wedge. This is where I do the majority of my shopping.
You eat all organic, right?
I try to eat as much organic as I can. Want to eat as clean as possible, so I think this is the best bet. Your body's a machine. You have to put the right fuel in your body. The healthier you eat, the better your body performs, plain and simple. You know, I just eat it just like this.
You like it raw also.
Well, I don't like it raw. That's just the way I eat it, you know, because like I said, it's just where you get most of the nutrients.
Right.
So I just grab a hunk of it and bring it to the gym with me, and that's how I eat it. We bought some fish and some bison. Heard bison's real healthy, so I'm gonna give it a try. Okay, so now we're gonna grab some acai. It's a berry that comes out of Brazil. It's real high in antioxidants, and it actually tastes good. One of the rare things I get to eat that tastes good and it's healthy too.
All right, let's check out.
All right, let's go.
So where are we headed now?
We are gonna take a little break from training. We're gonna head home, hang out with the family and the kids. You know, outside of training, I love to spend time with my children. I've got a 2.5-year-old boy, Tyler, a 1.5-year-old boy, Tegan. Gotcha. Come on, you can get up there. Come on, get up there. I've got 2 goals in life, real simple goals. I want to be the best fighter in the world. I want to dominate the 155-pound division. My other goal is I want to be the best father I could possibly be. I want to be recognized as somebody who really made an impact in this sport. Somebody who's going to be remembered for a long time for my work ethic and for my accomplishments. Bought my house 8 years ago. When we originally moved into the house, we just had nothing that would look good on the mantle. After I lost my fight with Matt Hughes, I told my wife, the only thing that's ever going on that mantle is a UFC belt. There's never been anything on that mantle for 8 years, up until 6 months ago when I came home with a UFC belt. It's a lifetime of work, all balled into one belt. That's what that belt represents to me, is 26 years on the wrestling mat, 13 years boxing, lifting since I was 7 years old. It's a lifetime of work.
What an amazing show. Sean Sherk blew me away. He is hands down one of the most dedicated and driven fighters that I've ever met. I want to thank Sean for giving us all access and wish him luck in his upcoming fight against Hermes Franca. And thank you for joining us. This has been UFC All Access, brought to you by Mickey's.